Hey Capricorn, welcome back to the channel. Today we need to talk about something that has been building up in the energetic realm around you, especially as we close out January. This reading is specifically about karma, about justice, about those who have wronged you or caused you pain. I know this might feel heavy, but trust me, what I am seeing in these cards is actually incredibly powerful for you. Before we jump in, I just want to say that this reading found you for a reason. If you are watching this right now, the universe is confirming that you needed to hear this message today. So take a deep breath, get comfortable, because what we are about to uncover together is pretty significant, alright? Let me shuffle the cards here with your energy in mind. I am asking the cards to show us what kind of karmic justice is coming for those who have hurt you, what you need to know about this situation, how this affects your path forward. The energy I am already feeling is intense but also very clear. There is something definitive happening here. I am pulling the first card now, and while Capricorn, we have the Three of Pentacles coming through. This is fascinating because this card is not typically what people expect when talking about karma or payback, right? But listen to what this is actually showing us. The Three of Pentacles represents collaboration, teamwork, recognition for hard work. When this card appears in a karmic reading like this, it is telling us something really specific about the person or people who wronged you. What I am seeing here is that someone who hurt you, someone who maybe took credit for your work, someone who undermined your efforts, someone who did not recognize your value or contribution, they are now in a position where they need the very skills or qualities they dismiss in you. This card is showing me that their own projects, their own endeavors are falling apart without the foundation you provided. Think about it like this: you were one of the three figures, working together in harmony on this card. But when they pushed you out or hurt you, they lost that essential element that made things work. The karmic lesson here is so poetic. They are discovering right now at the end of January that they cannot replicate what you brought to the table. Whether this was in a work situation, a friendship, a romantic relationship, or even a family dynamic, they are realizing that their structure is weak without you. They might be struggling with a project that is not coming together, experiencing recognition that feels hollow because they know deep down they did not earn it alone, or finding that new collaborations just do not measure up to what they had with you. But here's what I really want you to understand, Capricorn: this is not just about them suffering or struggling. The Three of Pentacles is also showing me that your reputation, your skills, while your true value is becoming increasingly apparent to others. While they are floundering, you are being seen clearly. People are starting to connect the dots. They are noticing that things were better when you were involved. That quality dropped when you left, that something essential is missing. This is karmic justice in the form of truth being revealed. The universe is basically holding up a mirror to the situation, showing everyone involved what the reality actually was versus what this person tried to portray. You know how sometimes people try to rewrite history? They try to make it seem like they were the main contributor, like you were not that important, like anyone could have done what you did. That narrative is crumbling right now. The evidence is in the results, in the work, in the outcomes. Your absence speaks volumes. What I am also picking up from this Three of Pentacles energy is that you should not feel pressure to swoop in and save the situation. I know you, Capricorn. You are someone who takes pride in excellence, in doing things right, in being reliable. There might be a part of you that feels bad seeing others struggle, even if they hurt you. But the cards are saying this karmic moment is necessary. This person needs to face the consequences of how they treated you. They need to understand what they lost. That is how growth happens. That is how people learn to value others properly. I am pulling the second card now. And okay, this is powerful. We have the Chariot here. The Chariot is card number 8 in the major arcana, representing victory, determination, control, moving forward with purpose. In the context of karma coming for someone who hurt you, this card is absolutely loaded with meaning. First thing I am seeing, the Chariot suggests that whoever wronged you was someone who thought they were in complete control. They thought they had all the power in the situation. They made decisions that hurt you because they believed they could, because they felt secure in their position, because they assumed there would be no consequences. Maybe they were a boss who abused their authority, a partner who took you for granted, a friend who manipulated situations to their advantage, a family member who always had to be in charge. The Chariot energy is all about control and direction. But here's where the karma comes in beautifully. The chariot requires balancenatus in traditional tarot imagery. How the charioteer must control the sphinxes or horses, often pulling in different directions. Success with the chariot comes from mastering that balance, from having the skill to direct opposing forces toward a single goal. What I am seeing in this reading is that the person who hurt you is now losing that control. The things they thought they had a firm grip on are starting to pull in different directions. They are experiencing chaos where they once felt certainty. This could manifest in so many ways. Maybe their career is suddenly hitting obstacles they did not anticipate. Maybe relationships they took for granted are falling apart. Maybe their reputation is being challenged. Maybe their health is forcing them to slow down and reflect. Maybe financial situations are becoming unstable. The specific area does not matter as much as understanding that their sense of being in the driver's seat, their feeling of invincibility, that is being dismantled right now. The chariot is also about movement, about progress, about pushing forward. The karmic twist here is that while they might be trying desperately to move forward, to advance, to achieve their goals, they keep hitting walls. They keep finding that the path is not as smooth as it used to be. Meanwhile, Capricorn, your chariot is moving. Your path is opening up. Your victories are coming through. There is this beautiful exchange happening where the momentum they thought was theirs is actually shifting to you. I want you to really sit with this because it is important. You do not need to do anything to make this happen. You do not need to plot revenge. You do not need to expose them. You do not need to prove anything. The natural laws of the universe are handling this. Karma is not about punishment as much as it is about balance. They created an imbalance when they hurt you, when they acted from ego or selfishness or cruelty. Now the scales are correcting themselves. The chariot always moves forward, but it moves toward justice, toward truth, toward what is right. What I am also getting from the chariot in this position is about your forward movement. See, when someone hurts us, especially deeply, it can feel like they stole something from us. They stole our peace, our confidence, our trust, our time, our energy. The chariot is confirming that while they are stuck, while they are struggling with control, you are actually accelerating. You are moving into a period of significant progress. The end of January is not just about their karma. It is about your liberation. Let me pull the third card, because I feel like we need more clarity on how this karmic energy is specifically manifesting. All right, we have the Two of Cups here. Now this is interesting because the Two of Cups is traditionally about partnership, connection, mutual respect, emotional bonds. In a reading about someone who hurt you, this card is revealing something crucial about what they lost. The Two of Cups represents a genuine connection between two people built on equality, respect, trust, emotional reciprocity. When I see this card in relation to someone facing karmic consequences, it tells me that this person is now experiencing a profound sense of disconnection. They are feeling isolated, misunderstood, unable to form the kind of meaningful bonds they once had access to, specifically the bond they had with you or destroyed with you. Here is what makes this particularly karmic. They are likely trying to replace what they lost. They are seeking out new partnerships, new friendships, new romantic connections, new business relationships, trying to fill that void. But nothing is clicking the way it used to. Everything feels surface level, transactional, empty. They might be surrounded by people but feeling completely alone. They might have opportunities for connection but something always falls through or feels off. The Two of Cups is showing me that they took for granted the quality of connection you offered. Maybe you were someone who really saw them, who understood them on a deep level, who showed up consistently, who brought emotional intelligence or loyalty or genuine care to the relationship. They did not value that properly when they had it. They thought it was common, that they could find it anywhere, that it was not special. Now they are learning otherwise. This karmic lesson is particularly painful because it hits at a soul level. You can recover from professional setbacks or financial losses, but that ache of disconnection, that loneliness that comes from realizing you destroyed something irreplaceable, that is the kind of thing that keeps you up at night. That is what transforms people. The Two of Cups reversed would show broken connections. But a pride like this, it is showing what they had, what they lost, what they are now desperately seeking but cannot find. For you, Capricorn, this Two of Cups is also a message about your own worth in relationships. The universe is confirming that what you bring to your connections is valuable, rare, special. You are not easily replaced. The depth of presence, care, authenticity you offer is not something everyone possesses. This person who hurt you is learning that lesson the hard way, but you need to internalize it as a truth about yourself. You deserve relationships where your value is recognized, where reciprocity exists, where you are cherished, not taken for granted. I am also seeing with the Two of Cups that new genuine connections are opening up for you. While this person is struggling to find real connection, you are attracting people who actually appreciate you, who match your energy, who show up with the same level of care you offer. The contrast here is stark. They are experiencing scarcity in connection while you are moving toward abundance. In healthy relationships, that is karmic balance in action. Let me pull the fourth card because there is more to the story. Oh Capricorn, we have strength here. This is card number 9 in the major arcana, representing inner power, courage, compassion, resilience, mastering your instincts. This card is giving me chills because of what it reveals about both you and the person who hurt you. Strength is not about physical force or aggression. It is about the quiet, steady power that comes from self-control, from patience, from handling difficult situations with grace. When this card appears in a karmic reading, it is highlighting a crucial difference between you and the person who wronged you. You responded to pain, to betrayal, to being hurt with strength in the truest sense. You did not lash out destructively. You did not seek petty revenge. You did not lower yourself to their level. You walked away with dignity. You processed your pain privately. You chose a high road even when it was hard. That choice, Capricorn, that strength you demonstrated is what set this karmic wheel in motion. The universe rewards a kind of integrity. When we handle being wronged with grace, when we do not become bitter or cruel in response to cruelty, when we maintain our values even when hurt, we align ourselves with higher energies. We become untouchable in a spiritual sense. The Strength card is confirming that your response to this situation was exactly right, even if it did not feel satisfying in the moment. Now here's where it gets really interesting. Strength is also showing me what the person who hurt you is lacking right now. They are facing situations that require inner strength, emotional courage, the ability to face hard truths about themselves, the capacity to be vulnerable or admit wrongdoing. They do not have it. They are crumbling under pressure that you would handle with grace. Challenges that would make you stronger are breaking them down. This is such a specific form of karma because it is not external punishment. It is internal reckoning. They are being forced to confront their own weaknesses, their own shadows, their own inability to handle adversity with maturity. Maybe they are facing criticism and responding defensively instead of with growth. Maybe they are experiencing rejection and spiraling instead of reflecting. Maybe they are hitting obstacles and giving up instead of persevering. Whatever the specific scenario, they are failing tests that reveal character. The Strength card often depicts a woman gently closing or opening the mouth of a lion, representing the taming of base instincts, the mastery of ego. What I am seeing is that this person's ego, their pride, their need to be right or look good or maintain an image, that is actually preventing them from moving forward. Their own unchecked ego is the source of their suffering right now. Meanwhile, you have done the inner work. You have tamed your own lions. You have chosen growth over ego. That is why you are protected, why you are rising, why this karmic moment benefits you rather than harming you. There is also a message here about compassion though. Strength includes the element of compassion even toward those who have hurt us. This does not mean excusing their behavior or letting them back into your life. It means recognizing their humanity, understanding that their actions came from their own pain or limitations, releasing the anger that only poisons you. The Strength card is suggesting that as you witness their karma unfold, maintain that inner grace. Do not gloat. Do not participate in their downfall. Do not let it make you hard or cynical. Stay soft where it matters, strong where it counts. Alright. I am pulling the 5th card now because we are building toward a really complete picture here. We have Justice. Oh Capricorn, this is perfect. Justice is card number 12, representing fairness, truth, cause and effect, karmic balance, legal matters, decisions being made. In a reading specifically about karma coming for someone who hurt you, Justice is the ultimate confirmation card. Justice is literally the card of karma. It represents the universal law that actions have consequences, that truth eventually surfaces. That balance must be restored. When justice appears, it is telling us that the situation has reached a tipping point. The scales have been weighing the actions, the intentions, the energies involved. and now judgment is being rendered. This is happening right now at the end of January, in the energetic realm and very likely in the physical realm too. What I am seeing with justice in this reading is that the truth about what happened between you and this person is coming to light. However they tried to spin the narrative, whatever story they told to make themselves look better or you look worse, whatever they tried to hide or minimize, all of that is being exposed. Justice is impartial. It does not care about who has more power or who is more charming, or who tells a better story. It cares about what actually happened, about who actually caused harm, about what the truth is. This could manifest in really tangible ways. Maybe people who believe their version of events are seeing inconsistencies, asking questions, pulling away. Maybe evidence of their wrongdoing is surfacing in ways they cannot control. Maybe their patterns are repeating with others, making it clear that you are not the problem. Maybe a literal legal situation is developing if laws were broken. Maybe professional consequences are unfolding if ethics were violated. Justice works through both seen and unseen channels. The Justice card is also about decisions and judgments. Someone or something is making a choice, rendering a verdict. This could be an authority figure finally seeing the situation clearly. This could be a collective of people deciding they will not support this person anymore. This could be the universe itself making a determination about what this person deserves, based on their actions. However it manifests, a decision is being made that restores fairness to the situation. For you Capricorn, justice is incredibly validating. When we are hurt by someone, especially if they face no immediate consequences, it can make us question reality. Did it really happen the way I remember? Was it really that bad? Am I overreacting? Justice is a firm answer. Nitrogen monoxide, you are not crazy, you are not overreacting. You did not deserve what happened, your perception was accurate. This card is the universe saying I see what happened, I know the truth, and I am addressing it. Justice also brings closure. Not the kind where someone apologizes or makes amends necessarily, but the kind where you can fully release a situation because you know it has been handled. On a cosmic level, you do not need to keep checking on what is happening to them. You do not need to wait for them to admit wrongdoing. You do not need external validation. Justice has been served. You can close that chapter completely and walk forward unburdened. Let me pull the sixth and final card to complete this reading. Okay, we have the Queen of Swords. Capricorn. This final card is so significant because it represents who you are becoming through all of this. What energy you are embodying as this karmic cycle completes. The Queen of Swords is sharp, clear-minded, discerning, honest, independent, someone who has been through pain and emerged with wisdom. She does not suffer fools, she sees through nonsense, she speaks truth even when uncomfortable. She protects herself with healthy boundaries. She is not cold or cruel, she is simply clear. She has learned that compassion for herself sometimes means being ruthless and cutting away what does not serve her. This card is showing me that you are stepping into a new level of personal power, Capricorn. The experience of being hurt, of watching karma unfold for the person who wronged you, of seeing justice prevail, this has transformed you. You are not the same person you were before this happened. You are wiser, stronger, clearer about what you will and will not accept. You have developed discernment that will protect you going forward. The Queen of Swords does not hold grudges because she does not need to. She simply removes people from her life who prove they cannot be trusted. She does not explain herself repeatedly or try to make people understand. She knows her truth, and that is enough. She does not accept breadcrumbs or mixed signals. She demands clarity and respect or she walks away. What I love about the Queen of Swords as a final card in this reading is that it shows you are not a victim of this situation, you are the victor. You did not just survive what happened, you have been refined by it. You are emerging as someone who cannot be manipulated, gaslight, or taken advantage of the way you might have been before. Your standards have risen, your boundaries have solidified. Your ability to see people clearly has sharpened. The Queen of Swords is also deeply intellectual and communicative. I am seeing that you might be speaking your truth about what happened, not from a place of anger or revenge, but from a place of clarity and self-advocacy. Maybe you are having conversations you avoided before, setting records straight, or simply being honest about your experience when asked. Your words carry weight now because they come from wisdom rather than reaction. This card is also confirmation that you do not need anyone else to validate your experience or fight your battles. The Queen of Swords is entirely self-sufficient in her truth. She does not need the person who hurt her to acknowledge what they did. She does not need others to take her side. She knows what she knows, and that is her foundation. You are standing in that kind of sovereignty now, Capricorn.